So I decided it was time to practice some new techniques since I plan on doing a lot of diorama-based builds, but I want to do really hyper-realistic over-the-top stuff. And you got to start somewhere. So I took my GoPro box, and I noticed if you ever owned a GoPro, they always have like this nice clear outer shell, right, to show off the GoPro. Usually I throw them away. But while using it as a base for the bear guy, I think they call it Gun and Bear, I don't know, people got mad. I decided, you know what would be cool? What if I don't know, gave the little bear guy not only this case to put it in, but a little area of which it lived. I don't know. I was just finding an excuse to do something creative because I'm sick of editing videos. And let's face it, the GoPro box case looks fantastic. It's the perfect size. And it cost me nothing. Well, technically it cost me the GoPro, but you know, I bought that thing like 3 years ago or more. Anyway, I had a bunch of old wood planks lying around. I probably shouldn't have used this one because I like it. I should have used like a different board. Because this one was actually a nice wood composite. Really a waste. But you know, hindsight's 20/20. I marked it off. I didn't pull out any ruler because I lost my ruler. I don't know where the hell I put it. But, you know, what does it matter? It doesn't need to be perfect because I'm going to ruin it anyway. Broke out the Dremel because I couldn't saw it. It doesn't fit my makeshift saw thingy. And since I don't have, you know, a workshop with actual tools for woodwork, you have to improvise. This took a lot longer than you'd think it would. Like a good few minutes. And it was a very dirty sort of thing to do because it just shoots this wood composite all over the place. And it also has this wonderful smell, almost like burnt cigars or a wine. So it was really interesting. After I had my piece chopped up, I broke out the sandpaper because I need to sand this down. It's rough on the edges. I forgot which sandpaper I'm using, or sand sticks. These are all Korean based, so good luck figuring out. Oh, Infinite or Infinity or whatever. Yeah, I like these sticks. I use them all the time. And finally, I had to use for 100 and 200 grit because usually those just sit around unused. They're perfect for these situations when you really need to cut into what you're doing. After all that's done and dusted, I decided to sort of phone it home and do something simple. Boom, we got ourselves some Vallejo earth textures. Or Vallejo. It's Spanish. You figure it out. It's made in Spain, so it's that classic Latin. Anyway, this stuff, it works like peanut butter. But peanut butter you can use for dioramas. It's very versatile. You can put it on damn near anything and it'll dry and harden within 24 hours or so. And you can work with it however you choose. And it sticks to a lot of stuff. Or you could be like me and try and save time. Once you finish smearing this on with your spackle or whatever the hell they call this thing. Oh, you could do like little waves and stuff and designs. I regret not having a sort of sandy beach color. But on the plus side with this Vallejo stuff, you can, you know, airbrush it, bro, if you want to or have the time. Like, I wasn't really in the mode set to go through like this whole thing of trying to airbrush this to be the tones I wanted it to be. Because at the end of the day, I was trying to do something quick to test out my ability to do grass and whatnot, because that's all I really cared about. This process went on for a while too. We're really condensing this video for you people because I know everybody's got a short attention span, including me. What are we doing again? After it's dried, oh wait, no, it's not even dried. It's still wet. I was pulling out some leftover rocks I had made for my Berserk build because why not? They're just sitting there. Use them. I don't even know why I picked a rock because like what rock is on the beach? So we're going to go from a beach sort of vibe and we're going to pretend it's the forest or something, you know. And it's made out of plaster, so you can literally take Vallejo watercolors or you can take lacquers, whatever you choose to work with enamels, and paint it as is because frankly, it's not going to do anything, so you don't have to worry about chipping. Hell, you don't even have to prime this baby. After you do all your little painting, I didn't go through the whole process of me painting the rock because I didn't think people would care that much, and truth be told, there's a lot of times I thought the camera was on and it wasn't. So that's on me. I really need to invest in like a better monitor for my camera so that I can at least see my camera, if it's recording or not, what are you going to do? It's a one-man operation, and I'm working on multiple things. Cut me some slack. And now we're breaking out the Woodland Scenic static glue. Technically, you don't need this. You could use wood glue if you wanted. You could use a multitude of glues. I'm the type of guy who follows instructions damn near to a letter. Even though I did, it still didn't come out right. You got to mix this stuff up anyway. I was using some grout for this, I believe, or turf. Actually, it's like yellow flower turf, I think. It looks sandy in color, so nobody's really going to look at it and go, that's not sand color, it's yellow flower turf, you whatever you are. Now, here's where the project went downhill for me. I didn't plug in fully my static ground, right? Or my ground wire. I thought I had it in far enough, but apparently you really had to jam it in there. The 2mm was fine because 2mm, hell, you could like sprinkle 2mm grass onto the glue and it'll stick. So at first it looked good, but once I got into like the 4s and the 6s, that's when it all fell apart. Because 4 and 6mm, you need a good applicator. And this is supposedly a good applicator. I paid enough for it, God knows. But it didn't come out right. Once again, I'm going to chalk this up to my ground not being fully plugged in. So that's a me problem. And by the time I realized the issue or mistake I had made, which ironically I recorded, but it's not in here for some reason, the damage was already done. I would literally have to scrape it all off and start all over again or get another, piece of board. So at that point, I was just kind of like, screw it. Also, the little water effects, that's like some cheap acrylic water stuff. It's clear, actually, but I was experimenting. I figured you could use ink to sort of, you use ink and resins if you want to give like blue hues, green, etc. It's probably better to buy official colors for clear resins. But since this isn't a resin, I don't know. It came out like that, to be honest with you. A very sort of deepish blue. And this isn't even the finished product. After the video stopped, I tinkered with it some more. But I did learn 2 drops is 2 drops too many. And yeah, so that's what Bear Guy looks like right now. This is a failed project by me. This one's a 100% failure. I then went back and added some ripple effects and whatnot. I'm not proud of this. But I figured I'd post a video anyway, I should say. Originally, I was just going to like chuck it, but whatever. If people see that even a guy like me fuck all the time, then maybe it'll inspire you to try. Oh well, it's a learning experience. I picked up a few things, learned from my mistakes. Going to put a bigger power source inside of my static thing, that's for sure. And yeah, Merry Christmas.